Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Part 1. The Hook, the cosmic mystery. Imagine peering into the darkest corners of your own home, a place you thought you knew intimately, only to discover a vast, hidden chamber, hinting at something colossal and unknown lurking within. That is precisely the situation we find ourselves in with our very own solar system. For decades, we have mapped and cataloged our planetary neighborhood, from the scorching plains of Mercury to the icy depths of Neptune. But what if everything we thought we knew about our cosmic backyard was incomplete? What if there's a world, a true ninth planet, massive and mysterious, silently shaping the destinies of smaller worlds from the shadows, thousands of times farther out than we've ever truly explored? The impossible question haunting astronomers today is this: how can distant, icy objects in the far reaches of our solar system be behaving in ways that defy the gravitational pull of every known planet? Their orbits are clustered, tilted, and aligned in patterns that simply shouldn't exist if the 8 known planets were the only major gravitational players. It's a cosmic paradox, a celestial riddle etched in the movements of these tiny, distant worlds, demanding an answer. This isn't just about adding another dot to a map. This is about rewriting our understanding of how our solar system formed, how it evolved, and what other secrets it might still hold. We're talking about a potential super-Earth, a mini Neptune, a world with 5 to 10 times the mass of our own planet, currently evading our most powerful telescopes. Implications are mind-bending, challenging our very concept of home. What if our cosmic family portrait is missing its largest, most reclusive member? The revelations we're about to uncover will push the boundaries of your imagination. But to understand this cosmic mystery, we need to go back to where it all began, to the very human story of how we've always found our hidden planetary neighbors. Part 2. A discovery story, the story of discovering new planets in our solar system, has always been a tale of unseen forces and meticulous observation. Think about Uranus. When William Herschel spotted it in 1781, it was initially thought to be a comet, but its orbit was peculiar. Decades later, astronomers realized its path was being subtly perturbed, as if something else, an unseen hand, was tugging at it. That something else turned out to be Neptune, discovered in 1846 by Urbain Le Verrier and Johann Galle, not by direct observation first, but by the mathematical prediction of its gravitational influence. It was a triumph of celestial mechanics, proving that even unseen worlds leave their telltale fingerprints. Fast forward to the late 20th and early 21st centuries. With more powerful telescopes, astronomers began to peer beyond Neptune into a vast, icy region known as the Kuiper Belt. This distant realm is a treasure trove of small, icy bodies, remnants from the solar system's formation. But among these myriad objects, a few stood out. These were the extreme trans-Neptunian objects, or ETNOs, like Sedna, discovered by Mike Brown in 2003. Sedna's orbit was unlike anything seen before, highly elongated and never getting close enough to Neptune to be significantly influenced by it. It was a rogue, an outlier, a cosmic enigma. Initially, these unusual orbits were perplexing. Were they just statistical flukes, random anomalies in the vast cosmic ocean? The tension built as more of these extreme objects were found. In 2014, another Sedna-like object, 2012 VP-113, was announced by Chad Trujillo and Scott Shepard, further fueling the speculation. 2 such objects with such similar, strange orbits were hard to dismiss as mere coincidence. Astronomers like Konstantin Batygin and Mike Brown at Caltech began to pore over the data. Their curiosity piqued. They observed that these distant KBOs weren't just random. Their orbits seemed to cluster, their closest approaches to the Sun, their perihelia, all pointing in roughly the same direction. This was the first crucial piece of the puzzle. Imagine a group of ships in a vast, open ocean, all sailing in seemingly random directions. But then you notice that every time they pass a certain point, they all turn to face the same hidden lighthouse. That's what Batygin and Brown were seeing. But then something unexpected happened. As they gathered more data, the statistical significance of this clustering became undeniable. It wasn't just a few objects. It was a growing collection of these extreme worlds, all behaving as if guided by an invisible hand. The whispers of a Planet X from the 19th century, a search that ultimately led to Pluto's discovery but not a massive planet, began to resurface. But this time, the evidence was far more compelling. The stage was set for a deeper investigation into our solar system's most profound secret. Part 3. The investigation deepens. The clustering of these extreme trans-Neptunian objects, or ETNOs, was the initial hook. But to truly understand the gravitational puppet master at play, astronomers had to delve into the intricate dance of celestial mechanics. This wasn't just a simple alignment. It was a complex orbital conspiracy. Imagine a cosmic detective story where each new piece of evidence, each new observation, built a more detailed picture of the unseen culprit. Batygin and Brown, along with their colleagues, began to meticulously analyze the orbits of these distant icy bodies. They focused on specific orbital elements. The argument of perihelion, which describes where an object makes its closest approach to the sun, and the longitude of ascending node, which relates to the inclination of an orbit. What they found was astonishing. Not only did the 6 most distant KBOs have their perihelia clustered in roughly the same direction, but their orbital planes were also similarly tilted. This was a powerful pattern, one that was incredibly unlikely to occur by chance. But here's where it gets weird. If you have a massive, unseen planet, how would it affect these smaller, distant objects? Through countless computer simulations, Badigian and Brown showed that a planet with 5 to 10 Earth masses, on a highly elongated orbit far beyond Neptune, could naturally shepherd these ETNOs. Think of it like a cosmic sheepdog, guiding a flock of much smaller, more numerous sheep. The gravity of this hypothetical Planet 9 would nudge these objects into stable, clustered orbits through a process called orbital resonance and secular effects. It would essentially lock them into a gravitational dance, preventing them from scattering randomly throughout the outer solar system. This wasn't the only mini-revelation. Scientists considered alternative explanations. Could it be observational bias? Perhaps we only see objects when they are brightest, which happens when they are closest to the sun, creating an illusion of clustering. However, subsequent studies and the discovery of more ETNOs from different surveys have continued to show this clustering, making observational bias an increasingly less likely explanation. Another theory proposed a massive disk of smaller, unseen objects beyond Neptune, whose collective gravity could exert a similar influence. But for such a disk to explain all the observed phenomena, it would need to have a combined mass equivalent to several Earths, which would be difficult to reconcile with current models of solar system formation. Then came a truly surprising plot twist. The Planet 9 hypothesis could explain another long-standing mystery, the peculiar 6-degree tilt of the entire solar system's orbital plane relative to the sun's equator. Imagine our solar system as a giant, flat record spinning around the sun. For some reason, that record is slightly crooked. For centuries, astronomers couldn't explain why. Badigian and his graduate student Elizabeth Bailey showed that Planet 9, with its massive size and highly inclined orbit, could exert enough gravitational torque over billions of years to slowly twist the entire plane of the inner solar system, giving the appearance that the sun itself is tilted. It's like a giant, asymmetrical seesaw, with Planet 9 on the long end, gently but persistently pulling on the inner planets. This was a wait-for-it moment. The same hypothetical planet, proposed to explain the clustered orbits of distant icy bodies, also provided a compelling answer to a completely different, fundamental question about our solar system's overall architecture. This convergence of evidence from two seemingly unrelated phenomena significantly strengthened the case for Planet 9. It wasn't just a single piece of evidence, but multiple independent lines of inquiry, all pointing to the same unseen giant. Simulations even predicted the existence of other populations of objects, like those with orbits almost perpendicular to the plane of the solar system, which were later found, fitting the predictions precisely. The investigation deepened, layer by layer, revealing a hidden complexity in our solar system's outer reaches. But the biggest revelation, the ultimate proof, still awaits direct observation. What cutting-edge technologies are now being deployed in this cosmic game of hide-and-seek? And how close are we to finally unveiling this unseen world? Part 4. Modern quest. The theoretical framework for Planet 9 is robust, but the ultimate proof lies in direct observation. This is where cutting-edge technology and relentless dedication come into play, transforming the search into a modern-day treasure hunt across billions of miles of empty space. Imagine trying to find a lump of coal in a coal mine, in the dark, from hundreds of miles away. That's the challenge. Planet 9, if it exists, is incredibly faint, reflecting only a tiny fraction of the sun's light, and it's moving agonizingly slowly against the backdrop of distant stars. This quest is being led by some of the most powerful telescopes on Earth and in space. Wide-field surveys are crucial, as Planet 9's exact location along its vast, elongated orbit is unknown. The Subaru telescope in Hawaii has been actively involved, scanning large swathes of the sky for faint, moving objects. But the true game-changer on the horizon is the Vera C. Rubin Observatory, scheduled to come online in Chile. With its enormous 8.4-meter mirror and the world's largest digital camera, it will conduct an unprecedented survey of the entire southern sky, creating a dynamic map of the cosmos. Astronomers like Scott Shepard believe the Rubin Observatory has a 70 to 80% chance of finding Planet 9 within a few years, if it's there. This isn't to say the search is without its scientific battles. While the evidence for Planet 9 is compelling to many, some astronomers remain skeptical, pointing to the possibility of observational biases in the initial datasets, or suggesting that the clustering could be explained by other, less dramatic mechanisms, like the collective gravity of a vast, unseen disk of smaller objects. This ongoing debate is a healthy part of the scientific process, pushing researchers to refine their models, gather more data, and consider every alternative. Despite the challenges, recent discoveries continue to strengthen the Planet 9 hypothesis. More extreme trans-Neptunian objects have been found whose orbits align with the predictions, adding weight to the statistical significance. In fact, some researchers now suggest that a solar system without Planet 9 can be ruled out with a confidence level often associated with a scientific discovery in fields like particle physics. Imagine yourself in the control room of one of these observatories, the air thick with anticipation. You're staring at screens filled with millions of faint dots, each one a distant star or galaxy. But you're looking for something else entirely. A tiny, almost imperceptible movement, a faint speck of light slowly shifting its position over weeks, months, or even years. The sheer vastness of the search area, the extreme dimness of the target, and the patience required are almost unimaginable. Yet, the hope remains that one day, a dedicated astronomer or even an amateur will spot that telltale movement, confirming the existence of this hidden world. The search is ongoing, a testament to humanity's insatiable curiosity and our relentless pursuit of the unknown. Part 5. The implications and future. The discovery of a true ninth planet in our solar system would be nothing short of revolutionary. Imagine the textbooks being rewritten, the planetary models recalibrated, and our entire understanding of cosmic architecture expanding overnight. This isn't just about adding another name to a list. It's about fundamentally altering our perspective on the very formation and evolution of planetary systems. What would a new planet mean for humanity's place in the universe? It would tell us that even in our own cosmic backyard, there are still profound secrets waiting to be unearthed. It would underscore the incredible complexity and dynamism of planetary formation, suggesting that the early solar system was a far more chaotic and violent place than we once imagined, with massive planets potentially being ejected or scattered into distant, eccentric orbits. This discovery would connect to bigger existential questions. If our solar system harbors a hidden giant, how many other star systems out there might have similar unseen worlds, silently shaping their own planetary dance? It would fuel the search for exoplanets, encouraging astronomers to look for indirect gravitational signatures in other stellar systems, not just direct transits or wobbles. The universe, already brimming with wonders, would suddenly feel even more mysterious and expansive. The future of this quest is bright with possibility. The Vera C. Rubin Observatory, as mentioned, is expected to be a game-changer. Its wide-field surveys poised to either find Planet 9 directly or gather so much additional data on ETNOs that its existence becomes undeniable. Beyond that, future space telescopes with even greater sensitivity and resolution could be deployed to confirm its characteristics, perhaps even allowing us to study its atmosphere and composition. Upcoming missions might even involve sending probes to the outer solar system, far beyond the reach of the Voyagers and New Horizons, to directly observe these distant worlds and their interactions. Imagine a mission specifically designed to rendezvous with an ETNO, or even Planet 9 itself, to unveil its icy secrets firsthand. The anticipation for these future discoveries is palpable, a collective holding of breath as we await the moment when the shadows of our solar system finally yield their greatest secret. Part 6. The profound conclusion. We began with a cosmic mystery, the impossible, clustered orbits of distant icy worlds, defying the gravitational logic of our known solar system. We journeyed through the human story of discovery, from the predictions of Neptune to the painstaking observations of Sedna and its brethren. We delved into the scientific investigation, where simulations and orbital mechanics revealed the elegant, yet powerful, influence of a hidden giant. We explored the cutting-edge technology poised to make the definitive discovery and the profound implications for our understanding of the universe. Now, we circle back to that initial paradox, but with a new understanding. The anomalous behavior of those extreme trans-Neptunian objects, once a baffling enigma, now forms a compelling mosaic of evidence, pointing strongly to the existence of Planet 9. This isn't just a hypothetical planet. It's a gravitational ghost, a colossal shepherd, whose unseen hand guides the most distant inhabitants of our solar system and might even be responsible for the very tilt of our planetary plane. The implications are mind-bending. Our solar system, our home, may be far more complex and dynamic than we ever imagined, a place where a massive, unseen world has been lurking in the shadows for billions of years, quietly influencing everything around it. What other secrets does the universe hold, waiting for us to look closer, to ask the impossible questions, and to push the boundaries of our knowledge? The quest for Planet 9 is a testament to humanity's enduring curiosity, a reminder that the cosmos always has more to teach us, more wonders to reveal. The greatest discoveries often lie not in what we immediately see, but in the subtle whispers of what remains hidden. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel.